Last night was another great night of basketball, and the second group of games continue tonight. UCLA versus Gonzaga, Michigan State versus Oklahoma, NC State versus Louisville, and Utah versus Duke. Game 1, UCLA versus Gonzaga. These two teams met earlier in the season, and Gonzaga won that game by 13, but UCLA, they're a different team right now. They're coming off of their best win of the season against UAB in the round of 32 teams. And in that game, UCLA shot 60% from the field. We gotta see if Gonzaga can stop UCLA's momentum and force them to take difficult shots from the field. Game 2, Michigan State versus Oklahoma. This game may be the most interesting game in the Sweet 16. You can never count out Michigan State as long as Tom Izzo's the coach. He makes sure that his players are prepared for these big games, and they always rise to the occasion. Oklahoma's also playing great basketball, and right now they're the favorites to win the East region, with Villanova and Virginia being eliminated. But even though Oklahoma may be the higher seed, Michigan State is coming in with a lot of momentum like UCLA. What Oklahoma has to do is they have to set the tone early and put pressure on Michigan State by getting stops on defense and capitalizing on those stops. Game 3, NC State versus Louisville. NC State has been another team that has risen to the occasion during this tournament, playing well, coming back from 20 against LSU and then upsetting number 1 Villanova. And after their unbelievable performance against Northern Iowa, Louisville is starting to look like their old selves again. The thing to look out for in this game is if NC State can execute on offense like they did against LSU and Villanova. Louisville's a great defensive team, and they have more size than Villanova and LSU. If NC State scores the basketball, they got a great shot at winning this game against Louisville. And the final game, Utah versus Duke. Utah is one of the best defenses in the country, and they aren't afraid of anyone. There's a very small chance that they'll be able to stop Jahlil Okafor from scoring his points. The guy is way too good of a player to contain, let alone stop. If you're Utah, like I said, you know what you're going to get from Okafor. Let him get his points. But you have to lock down the other 4 players on the floor for Duke. It's like the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA. You know what you're going to get from Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They're going to score your points. Let them do their thing. But you don't want the other players to score and get their points, because if they score, there's no way you're going to beat them. But if you stop the other guys, there's no way the Thunder are winning. And it's the same exact thing with Utah going up against Duke. Let Okafor score all the points he wants, but don't let any of the other players on Duke have a big night.